the top three all go through. Germany and Portugal separated on the head-to-head. We're left with England, Germany in the last 16, Belgium, Portugal, France, Switzerland. Didi, you are a relieved man. Goretzka is probably getting a thank you card from you tonight, 6 minutes from the end.
Yeah, that's right. They left it late. They struggled throughout the tournament, even though they beat Portugal convincingly. But you know, we've seen a different Portugal side tonight. Nobody expected a tight game tonight. You've probably got to say the most impressive team in the group of death was Hungary. You know, they gave all the three big teams and nations a game. Very unlucky. They got 2 points out of the group, and very unlucky to concede that goal. But yeah, for Germany, it's a big relief. But they got to do better. They play England now, and question marks still over the team. I think in midfield has got to make a change. But you know, different tournament starts now. You've got to get out of the group. They've done that, but obviously England will be a little bit more confident than the German team, because as I said, I think there's a lot of question marks about the team.
They're the latest pictures we have from Munich. Like Liam, this was called the group of death. At one stage there were 5 separate destinies depending on the results of these 2 matches. It was the group of death.
Yeah, it was up and down. There was thrills and spills. At least the second half gave us a lot more entertainment than the first half. But in the 4 goals that we watched, 3 penalties came from nowhere really. 3 penalties that all the people who are culpable of giving away the penalties will be kicking themselves. But they're both happy. Maybe the Portuguese not so much, because they, I think, have to play Belgium now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be the hardest tie. Germans always fancy beating the English, and nearly always do.
Well, we'll see.
At Wembley, so that's going to be a great game. Yeah. And France topped the group. Everybody thought they would, probably deservedly. We had a discussion about Pogba at the start of the programme. I thought he played very well tonight, and he had a hand in the second goal. And Benzema, he doesn't do much, but if you give him the chances, he puts them away.
Okay, I'm not sure who that guy was trying to run on the field and have a chat with Cristiano Ronaldo, chat in inverted commas. Okay, well, France, Germany and Portugal have made it out of the group of death. We are going to have a look at the 2 big talking points from that second half. And we look, first of all, well, Pogba's pass, Didi, and then the Benzema goal. VAR had a look.
Yeah, it's a brilliant ball. Look at the weight on the ball. Diaz is going asleep. Benzema runs in behind him. He's given it offside, but it was taken back. But he was just onside. But what a ball. Look at this. He's got a vision, and the weight on the pass. So he doesn't even need to take a touch. He hits it first time. Great finish off the inside of the post. And Pogba was the most influential today. Every time it got dangerous, or France got dangerous, he was involved. He was brilliant tonight.
And the Portuguese penalty, the second
one?
Well,
it's a bit unfortunate, the defender, Koundé. First of all, he gets a block from on Ronaldo's cross, and then as the ball bounces between him and Ronaldo, he puts his arms up, Dara, and it hits it, you know. All those 3 penalties they were all penalties, don't get me wrong, but they could have been avoidable. And Ronaldo does what he does. 5 goals already in the tournament.
Yeah, unbelievable. 109 international goals. The Goretzka goal came in the 84th minute. It did take a deflection, but nobody in Germany, and Didi Hamann couldn't care less. Let's have a look at the path to the final. We've got the last 16 lineup now. Ukraine have gone through as well. England, Germany, Belgium, Portugal, France, Switzerland. Liam Brady, that's quite a lineup.
Well, on the left-hand side, Dara, that's the hardest part of it, you know. Italy playing great, Belgium top team, Spain, Croatia, Spain, I think for me, France, you know, and then you don't know from that side. England have a great chance now. This is a Germany that's not a great team, and looking at that draw, England have a great chance of bringing it home.
Yeah, Didi, Germany have got to stop it going home.
Yeah, well, we had a group of death. I think we have a half of death here, because you know, all the fancy teams are really on the left-hand side, apart from England, who are semi-fancied, not really by me, but you know, you've got to fancy England or Germany going all the way now to the final, because you know, the next round is Sweden, Ukraine. You know, if you get to the quarterfinal, if you want to win the European Championship, you've got to be the team, and then in the semis it might be Netherlands by the looks of it. So yeah, Germany late goal, fortunate to get that goal and go through, but now they've got a very reasonable path to go really deep in the tournament. But the biggest task is probably the one, I think it's next Tuesday.
Tuesday, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, yeah. It's I think it's the game everybody was hoping or wishing for. It'll be brilliant. I think we've got 40 or 50,000 at Wembley. Yeah. It'll be a brilliant spectacle, and I get goosebumps talking about it. It'll be brilliant. But it's a great chance, a great opportunity for both these teams.
You free? Do you fancy watching it with us? You free on Tuesday?
If required.
If selected.
If selected.
Oh, I'll tell you, the selection meetings around here, they're absolutely murder.